be 75 by promotion, so it'll be involved in title fights, so it's the return of the seven. Shows on in Liverpool, the main event will feature challenging for the interim WBO light heavyweight title. We will be announcing the opponents next week, or the press conference next week in Liverpool, where we'll be announcing who both these guys are fighting. There will be a middleweight championship in Europe, where Matthew will make the defence of his title. WBO Intercontinental Welterweight Championship fight, Del Brook, this fight is somebody from the top 10, which will be, I believe, his final fight before he challenges for a world title, provided he wins, against Mike Jones in February, end of February next year. Cracking fight, Super Middleweight Championship of Great Britain between Liverpool's Paul Smith, that's how we know that end of the table, and James DeGale. Great fight involving two great guys. You've got to be two nice guys in the game. I've managed both of them. It's a difficult fight for me to make, but it has to be made, and it's one I'll certainly sit with my hands on while I'm watching. For the fans, it's a treat. There's a lot at stake, and we're going to see at the end of the day, I think a real classic fight involving, as I say, two of the nicest guys in the world. Light heavyweight championship of the Commonwealth, Tony Bellew, he'll be defending his title. Tony, a nice fight game for him in Liverpool, his 14th fight undefeated. Then we've got Frankie Gavin attempting to break into the top 10 of the WBO. He'll be challenging for the vacant WBO Commonwealth Light Welterweight Championship against Dean Harrison. So it's a step up for him, good fight for him. If he wins that, I would expect him to come up with Bruce title very next year. Live into the arena will be from Germany. You'll be seeing the fans who pay their tickets. We'll be seeing a great event, which will be Vladimir Klitschko defending his WBO and IBF heavyweight title against Chisora. There are 7 fights. So if you buy a ticket on the night, you'll see all that live. It's a brilliant show. Great value for money. We had a tremendous feedback from our last show that we did with the 7 guys, and I think this one's going to be even better because there's even more at stake. And obviously we're backing it up with another fight which is some of the best young fighters in Liverpool, Paul Smith, Joe McNally, Ronnie Heffron, Joe Selcott, Paul Butler, and Billy Joe Saunders will be having his first fight back after his operation. 30 years in boxing, it's been a tremendous ride for me. I've had some of the best fun ever. It's been like a dream for me. I've met people, been all over the world, been involved with some of the best athletes. You can meet some of the nicest guys. A few ups and downs on the way, but most enjoyable. And this show for me is going to be one of the best and one of the most competitive that I've put on for probably since the last one. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing all the guys in action. Looking forward to a sellout crowd, and seeing some good fights and seeing these guys continue their journeys onto bigger and better things. And I'm sure you've got some questions to ask, so please feel free to do so.
James, do you see this as a big step up in class?
Definitely. He's the best super middleweight in Britain, and yeah, of course it is, definitely.
It's great. It's very good Liverpool, you know, I've said for a long time, I want to love fighting Liverpool, but I also said Don Stephen, we love him to Glasgow, it doesn't matter the way the fight is, you know, it's a ring, it's 2 boxes, and you know, that's all it is at the end of the day. It's good having all the fans there so you can see me in person, but you know, the same fans will still be hopefully travelling whatever before.
So there's no going for Premier for those who do it, is only one thing
I said all along, you know, it'll be better for me, it'll be a lot. You know, I want to get a name as being a bit of an arsehole for kicking off in press conferences and all that, and it's not me, you know, I fought 2 end-of-balls in my last fights, and we were mouthy and want to come and do all the stuff at the press conferences, but you know, it'd be nice to just get on with business and just get as fit as I can in the team, get as strong as I can, perform on the night.
How well do you know James?
No, well, I've known him a long time. He's boxed with my brother for years. I know James and all his family, and all the team in Arlington, and all his boxers as well. So there's no secrets from either side.
before you comes to a lot of games?
Of course, we used to watch, like me, Sweeper in the Indian camps, used to watch him as professional. Like he's been professional for like 8 years, I think it is. So I've followed him. I've seen his record grow. I've seen his career grow. So of course I have.
So it's a good support out there from your fans as well, isn't
Yeah, so, listen, Liverpool, my second home. I love it. It's a great city. It's great people up there. And yeah, I like to think I've got my own fans up there as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I'll bring a good army up there anyway.
Fantastic luck for the city. Liverpool haven't saying you've got a fire scene.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, as I say, that's just had 30 years on, and it's going to be a cracking deal. When you see some of the opponents that are announced next week, I think you can see what Trent is in for, what the fans are going to be in for. We're looking to really make it a fabulous night. It's a concept we've thought of, I thought of, and sort of discussed with Sky. And sort of actually convinced them into going with the last show. And I think out of that's come good, and we can put these type of events together. No one can complain about the value that the fans are getting from it. And as I say, if you're there on the night as well, you can see the heavyweight fight. Big screens that we put up for everybody to see.
Tony, if you got one through what's time on?
A little bit. It's a bad day at the office, you know what happens. I'm not perfect. But I'll just go on my business and wait till the opponent's announced, and I'll just go as I usually do, go and do my job and keep winning, staying unbeaten. And that's all I can do, to be honest.
Was it a learning experience?
Definitely. Definitely, I don't think anybody's going to look good at me for that to say, but I've learned a lot of lessons. I know I can do 12 rounds now. I can take it as well as I can give it. I just want to fight someone who's going to come and win, and then I feel like, I can start being more conscious again, hopefully, so I have to wait to see now.
You looked frustrated that night, when you got out.
Yeah, a little bit pissed off, to be honest. When a guy comes to really hold and bend below my waist all the time, it's not nice. It's very frustrating, but I'm better than that. I should have dealt with it better. My corner were telling me, giving me great advice, but it's going in one ear and out the other, so I've got to learn some things like that as well. I will do, that's my job, I'm very professional about the way I prepare and stuff like that, so I can't see that happening again, to be honest.
And the thing about the fight is you're not going to, sort of best. You can't blast everybody out. Sometimes you could go out and break guys down, and that's the lesson learned. Try too hard, and you get tense, and if you don't flow, it just becomes you make it hard time for yourself. So I think at the end of the day, he's learned from that time, and he's got to move on. We're looking for a big fight between him and Nathan down the road. They've got to work hard. He's got to work hard to catch up to where Nathan is. Nathan's been a pro longer, had more fights, but somebody knows what he's got to do. And then hopefully sometime late next year, you've got a barn burner of a fight between two Brits, who I think should be a magnificent fight.
Nathan, let's talk about the night you were working with, when you were in the Sky Studio and you kind of said that Tony wasn't at your level yet, so is that where you still stand?
Yeah, I think so, at this stage. I was hoping that he'd actually put in a great performance the week before. I obviously took Karen Moore out of part, who was ranked #1 for the WBO, so that was on the world stage. Tony's on the Commonwealth stage at the moment. He's working for better honours. He's got a bit of time to go. Obviously, he's got the world in his sight. But the thing is, if he's ever going to beat me, he's lost his chance, because I'm only 23 and I'm only going to get better. So the time to beat me was when I was in university, taking it easy. So it's impossible to beat me now.
It's not impossible to beat him. It's not impossible to beat him. It's not impossible to beat him. It's possible. It's not, don't talk shit. It's not impossible to beat him. Everyone can be beaten on a day. I boxed terrible last time out, that's without a doubt. You put me in insane. Listen, mate, you boxed Joey Davis, you forget that. And you won by 1 point, 19. You were 19. I don't care how much you was, you're still boxing. I don't care. I fucking hate this stuff. So what's your point?
language to me.
You had the exact same fight in your career where you was against Joey Vegas. Next fight, all of a sudden you fight Tony Oak. You done the exact same bad night against Joey Vegas.
How old are you now?
I doesn't matter.
23.
Right,
I'm not going to get mad, I'll destroy you.
yeah, we'll see, mate.
I'll destroy you.
You're unconscious, mate.
I'll destroy you.
You're unconscious. Make no mistake about
You
that.
with me on the chin, I'll just shake it up. Any day. I'll give you a free shot. Free shot.
I'll look forward to
Free
it.
shot.
Free shot.
You'll be your free shot.
We're having next year's press conference tonight. So that's a bit, as you can see, I think it's going to be a good fight when it comes off, and we're all looking forward to it. And the meantime, it's got his build, and we'll get them and have some fun. But you know, no one, everybody, sorry, that's what this is all about. This show. That's what all these youngsters are about. It's all about, you know, carrying through to next year. It's all about turning their talents into and winning the fight, so that next year we're building bigger and bigger shows. And as you can see, there's a super fight in the making, and there's a few others. And there's a super fight, I said on the night, that's already been made between Paul and James. You know, Kel's here. He's got points to prove. He's ranked #1 now. You know, he had a couple of problems last year. Got through them really well. He had an injury to his rib. That's all now gone away. Come back with Michael Jennings. Unfortunately, the fight ended on a cut eye, but you know, I think it's. You know, I think Kel was at that stage of like he's getting on top. He's going to be fighting for the title in February. He's got Mike Jones. Mike Jones wins in November on the undercard of Pacquiao. That's where we're going into. He can't afford to see the park. He will fight somebody who's in the top 10 on the night, and I'm sure him, more than me or anyone else, is looking for a sparkling performance. He's got a point to prove, and I know he's going to prove it. Matt Macklin, you know, we're working together now. I'm really pleased that we're working. You know, he's not far away from fighting for a world title. I think it can happen for him next year. He's got a situation now that, for some strange reason, the EBU have put out this Darren Barker fight. We've not really seen any doctors know saying that he's fit to box. But whatever happens, he's going to be in that ring, defending his title on the night, and again next year, world title fight. I said earlier, you know, Frankie, got great, you know, I expected really great things of him. He's a quality operator. I mean, his fight of the night, for some reason, didn't get recorded, and I think they missed a trick in not recording that. But you know what? He's going to be a star. There's no doubt about it to me. He's going to be an absolute star, and again for him, this is another stage for him. They're moving quick. Frankie's moving quick. You know, James is stepping up to the plate very quick after only 10 fights, but. You know, they've had tremendous amateur careers, they've had tremendous grounding, and we're going to see where they can go. It's just a fabulous night, Boston. And fabulous future. You know, this is the future. You look at the guys that are going to take boxing, you know, over for the next sort of 5 to 6 years. These are the fellas.